Hi, in the recent main channel dumpster dive-in video, we found this beautiful Dell laptop in the dumpster, and it's a reasonably modern beast. It's probably worth about like $400 used. It's actually touchscreen. Yes, we've installed Mint on it, and Huxley has claimed this thing now, but yeah, so I can't use it. Bummer. But it's a really nice laptop. It's in fantastic condition. 8th Gen Core i5, so it will run Windows 11, but no, we've installed Linux Mint, and it's just a gorgeous laptop. And as somebody pointed out, which I missed in the video, it's actually got a SIM card slot as well. It's got the HDMIs, it's got all the whatnots, and it's very good. 16 gig of RAM as well. Absolutely fantastic. The only issue is the battery in it is not great, which is maybe why they tossed it out, along with a whole bunch of older Dells. I can understand replacing the older Dells, but this one is still a great laptop. So I ordered a replacement battery. Ta-da! It has turned up, and we're going to expand it. This is a bigger capacity than, I think we've got 48 watt hours or something in there already. So these are pretty cheap and readily available on eBay. It's a third-party one. You can actually get a Dell one for like a genuine Dell old stock for like double the cost, but bugger that. So yeah, let's install it, shall we? I'll do the teardown in 4K resolution. There were quite a few people in the comments who said that these Dell Latitude laptops were like the duck's guts workhorses for a long time, and some people still use them because they're just so robust and great, and you know, everything about them. Anyway, it's a Latitude 5490. There's the service code for those playing along at home, and we do have a bit of dust on the fan in there, so we'll clean that out as well. We've got the speakers down here, and I've taken out just a bunch of Phillips screws here, and I wondered why they weren't coming out with my magnetic screwdriver. It's because, ta-da, look at this. They're captive. Yep, you can't see it. They're all captive screws, so you can't lose them. Beautiful touch from the designers there. Absolutely fantastic. So here's the, it's got nickel screening for the EMI. On the inside here, it looks like we've got all the FCC stuff because it's got the Wi-Fi's and the cellulars. But there you go, for you manufacturing mark aficionados, go for your life. But yeah, apparently these are really fantastic. A lot of people swear by them, so let's have a squiz. There we have it inside. The interesting thing is, 42 watt hours, there you go. And look, it's got room for that expanded battery. So sure enough, that expanded battery is designed to go in there. Fantastic. I guess you could order different battery capacities when you originally ordered this thing, I guess. Anyway, it looks like a very nice design and layout. Everything's easily accessible. There's our Wi-Fi module in an M.2 slot, and there's our cellular modem up there as well. It'll still, of course, given the age, it's not going to be 5G compatible with the newfangled 5G stuff, but, you know, it'd still work for 4G, I'm sure. And the interesting thing is, even though this has 16 gig, I expected like 2 slots to be full. No, we've got only the 1 slot here, and there you go. Oh, what's it worth to you these days? 16 gig of DDR4 memory. They even label it there, DDR4. 16 gig of DDR4, worth a fortune. And they just tossed out this laptop. Unbelievable. Probably because, well, yeah, it doesn't get much battery life, and I've tested it. It gets like I leave it going for half an hour and it's depleted like 80% or something. It's absolutely hopeless. And it's got 256 gig SSD. I don't know which one. I won't bother to take. Oh, no, there we go. We can just, yeah, I can take that off. There you go. Ooh. Samsung Jobby for those playing along at home. There you go. Knock yourself out. That's pretty decent. 256 gig. And the interesting thing, it would have been nice if they had a second M.2 memory slot there, but they've got the SATA interface. It looks like you need one of those cradle, adapter things to go in there, so it didn't come with that. But yeah, you could put a 2.5 inch big 2.5 inch SSD in there if you really wanted to. No wuckers. Yeah, that fan there. Fan's got a bit of dust on it, so I'll have to give that a blowjob, but it's not too bad at all. Looks like there's no dust in the vents or anything, so, that's pretty clean. I'm happy with that. Copyright 2018. So it's an older laptop, but it's still got USB-C on it, and it's still reasonably powerful, can run Windows 11, and it'll fly on Mint. Check out the USB-C connector over here. Look at that. That is robust as, isn't it? I'm liking that. It's got an SD card slot, which is really handy. Look at this. I can just lever up these connectors here. It's beautiful. Anyway, very, very impressed with the layout of this thing. It's very serviceable, easy to get the back cover off. Fantastic. I can see why people like them. Anyway, let's get the 42 watt hour out, and we're whacking 68 watt hours. Apparently it's got with the 68 watt hour, it's got 15 or 17 hours battery life or something incredible. And the battery even came with the little screwdrivers here. Look at this. All right, let's get this out. Oh, it's already, there's no screw in there. What? I swear I did not take that out. There's only one other screw over here. Oh, that one's captive as well. Like captive screws everywhere. Beautiful. I'm going to have to get that out to put into there. So there we go. There you go. A little peek under there. We can access, that looks like the trackpad interface and keyboard and stuff. So that's nice. Easy to access. Oops, sorry, I just realized I've been shooting this with a very low aperture, so you might have got a shallow depth of field there. I usually shoot with f 4.8 or f5 or something like that, just to give a deeper depth of field. But anyway, there's our interface there, so let's plug in our connector. There we go. We're in. Cable manage. Beautiful. Bobby Dazzler. Look at that. And that is going to sit back into there, is it not? It is. Beautiful. Love the design of this thing. Get the old screw out of there. And I don't know, well, it didn't have a screw in there before, so I guess it's not going to have one again. I'll put it back over here where it was. Bob's your uncle. Now, it seems like there's no loose dust. It's all just caked on the blades. Have to moisten it. Got some isopropyl down in there. That'll do. Yep, no worries. Fit the back cover on. There are a couple of clips, which I had to get out with a spudger, but apart from that, beautiful. Oh, the captive screws are so lovely. Hats off to the designers. They didn't have to do that, but they did. I wonder who made that decision. Does anyone know? Would that be like a Dell executive decision that all screws must be captive? Or did, the designer of this particular model or this range or whatever just decide on their own? Someone designing the case just went, oh no, we want captive screws. No whackers, but anyway, beautiful. There you go. So let's see if it's got a charge. It may not. It may not. It does not. Wah, 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 wah. Gonna have to charge it up. So I'm sure that will work, and I can't actually, even if once it's charged, I can't test it out because Huxley has installed a password on there and I don't know it, so I can't get in to install some battery management monitoring tool or whatever to have a look at the health of the thing. But anyway, that is a quick battery upgrade of this Dell Latitude laptop. It's absolutely fantastic. 8th gen Core i5, nothing to sneeze at, still worth $350, $400, and it's touchscreen too. Absolutely fantastic, such great condition. It's near new. So anyway, that is a great dumpster score. I'll let that charge, and I have no doubts it works. Anyway, if you liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. As always, discussed down below. Catch you next time.